Hey guys, welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my Milani Must Haves. And Milani, I love Milani, but it's like one of those makeup brands that I tend to kind of forget about until they have a new release, and then I'm like, oh yeah, Milani. And then I go and buy like whatever they release, but I sometimes forget to check out some of their older products that I haven't used yet. Like for instance, the lipsticks, I know that Milani sells amazing lipsticks and they have so many different shades, several different formulas. I don't really know if their lip liners are good or not because I've never bought any and used them myself, but I know other people really like their lip liners. But the only lipstick that I own from Milani is this Naked Matte lipstick, and I do really like this, but this is another one of those lipsticks that I kind of forget to use. But I do like their matte formula. Like, it is comfortable and it's not extremely long wearing, but it's just as long wearing as like my Maybelline Color Sensational matte lipsticks. And I do really like this shade in Naked. It is so pretty. So I need to remember to use this a little more. They are definitely a must-have from Milani because I know that so many people love their lipsticks and their lip liners. So you all will have to let me know down in the comments what are some of your favorite shades with their lipsticks and their lip liners. A lot of the drugstores around me don't really carry a lot of Milani products. So I think that's another reason why, you know, I haven't tried everything from Milani, but I'm just going to share with you guys today the products that I have tried from Milani that I love and that they are my must-haves and that I would recommend to you guys. So for me, probably the one thing that I love the most from Milani are their blushes. And I think that they make some amazing blush formulas and blush colors. I do really like my Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Rosé Champagne, but this is definitely a runner-up to that blush, and this is one of their rose powder blushes in Tea Rose. And I have this blush on today, but it's just a beautiful rosy pink. It has the right pigmentation to it where it's not too pigmented at first, but you can build it up to a really pretty just flush of color. This is the only one that I really use from their rose powder blush line, but I know that some people really love Romantic Rose, which a lot of people say that is a dupe to Tarte's Exposed, which it is a pretty good dupe to that, but for some reason I never reach for that blush. I always reach for Tea Rose, and also the Coral one. A lot of people love that one as well, but this is just my favorite one from the rose powder blushes. Another blush that has been such a long time favorite from Milani is their Baked Blush in Luminoso, and this is my all-time favorite coral blush. Like in the spring and summertime when I want just a really beautiful coral, this is what I reach for. It's just so pretty and it has a nice sheen to it. I've had this one since the beginning and I still haven't hit pan on it, so just shows how long these baked blushes last. My other most used baked blush from Milani is the Lizio Pink, and this is just a matte bubblegum pink, and I really like this one because a lot of times like bubblegum pink shades tend to go more warm toned on me and they end up not looking pink, but this looks pink on me. I don't use this shade all of the time, but when I do want a really pretty pink blush, this is the one that I reach for. So I feel like those three blushes are definitely must-haves. Another favorite blush from Milani are their Rose Powder Blush Palettes. They came out with these in the spring of this year. Pretty much the only place where you can buy these is on Milani's website. I haven't seen them in store anymore, but this one here is in Flowers of Love. So here's the swatches of Flowers of Love, and for some reason with like these rose powder blushes from Milani, they never swatch that great, but they look beautiful on the cheeks. So that's what that one looks like there, and as you can see, like that one's kind of more of like a blush topper or like a highlight shade. And then this is Floral Fantasy, so it's more of like a coral and kind of reddish sort of blushes, which for me, I tend to reach for Floral Fantasy a little more. So for me, this is more of a must-have than the Flowers of Love. But if you can get your hands on either one of these, I feel like either one is a must-have just depending on what your like blush colors are. This product here will not come as any surprise, but the Milani Brow Fix Brow Kit. This is a product that I use almost every single day. You can use it for your brows, or you can also use it as eyeshadows. I tend to use it for eyeshadows a little more than for brows, but I know when I'm into powder brow products, this is the one that I reach for the most. And the highlight shade in this little kit is my all-time favorite highlight shade. It's just so intense, and it's just the perfect color. It kind of reminds me of MAC. Sorry about that. It kind of reminds me of MAC Dazzle Light, but more intense. Another thing that I use all the time from Milani, and I was so excited when they came out with these this year, but they're eyeshadow palettes. This one here in Soft and Sultry is probably the one I use the most out of the three that I have. But this is just a beautiful, cool toned, everyday eyeshadow palette. The mattes are really pigmented, super easy to blend out. This shimmer shade up here isn't necessarily my favorite, but if you use it with a makeup setting spray, it works okay. It's a little chunky, but I love these other shimmer shades here. I don't know, I just really like this eyeshadow palette, and I definitely feel like it's a must-have, especially if you don't have a cool tone eyeshadow palette in your collection. I think this is a great one from the drugstore because it is so hard to find good cool tone eyeshadow palettes. The other one in Pure Passion, I do use this one a lot as well, and I think the colors in here are really pretty. I do enjoy all the shades in here, all of the shimmers, all the mattes. They're super blendable and buildable and pigmented. I just really like this. The other one in Bold Obsessions, I do like this, but I don't tend to reach for this one near as much as the other two. So I don't know if I would consider this a must-have or not. If you do love these types of shades, I would consider it a must-have. But like for me, I tend to use those other ones more. So I probably need to just put this out so I reach for it a little more. But the quality of the eyeshadows I feel like are just the same as in those other two palettes. The Milani Loose Setting Powder in Radiant. This is such a great product, especially for the winter time. You can use this as a loose powder highlight, or you can also use this as a setting powder when you want your foundation to have a luminous glow, which is mainly what I use this product for in the winter months. It's just a really, really finely milled like shimmer. And as a highlight, it's not too super intense. It's really beautiful. So if you do not like setting powders to make you look powdery, and if you want your foundation to look super radiant and glowy, I do highly recommend this powder for that. With their foundations and concealers, I have used their foundation before, I can't remember what it's called, like the one that's like the foundation plus concealer. It's supposed to be like a really full coverage foundation. I have used that before and I do really like it. The only issue that I had with it was the fact that they did not make light enough shades for me. And I know that they have recently come out with lighter shades. I don't know if it was super recent. I think sometime this year they came out with some lighter shades. So I definitely need to go and pick those up and see if the lighter shades work for me now. But I do really like that foundation. I have yet to use any of Milani's concealers, but I have had several of you guys tell me, I think it's like the Radiant one, the one that has like that little felt tip ball on the end. You guys told me that you really liked that and recommended it. You'll have to let me know if there are some other concealers from Milani that you would recommend. Let me know down below. So I don't really have a must-have concealer. I don't have a mascara to recommend either. So there are a ton of things that I still have yet to try from Milani. So you'll have to let me know if you do like some of those products. Their Make It Dewy Makeup Setting Spray. And I love this when I want my foundations to have a glow. Like this definitely gives your foundation a glow, and it also helps your makeup to last longer. Also, the other one that's supposed to just make your makeup last all day, I think it's called Make It Last. That one I also really enjoy. So if you don't want your foundations to look dewy but you want it to last for a long time, that's also a great makeup setting spray. When it comes to their primers, I would say my favorite primer from their line is the Prime Light Strobing Face Primer, and this is my favorite just because you guys know that my skin is more normal to dry and I love my foundations to have a nice glow to them. This has more of like a golden or champagne kind of glow. It is very moisturizing. It doesn't have any smell to it, and I know that I compared this to the Tarte Brighter Days Illuminating Primer, and this is an exact dupe to that. I did use their Prime and Protect, which is the one with sunscreen, but I didn't really like that one because I felt like it was too greasy, so that was unfortunate because I really wanted to like that primer, but that's the only one that I consider a must-have. With their highlights, I know they have several different ones. They have like their strobing highlights, and I have used those before, but I never really liked those that much. I felt like they really showed texture on me, and I just really wasn't a fan. But these new highlights that they came out with in the summertime, this was from their Hypnotic Lights collection, and this is in Beaming Light. And I love this when I want a colored highlight, like a purple undertoned highlight. So that's what that looks like there. It's kind of like a purpley blue, but like from the side it just blends in. You can't really see it too much, but then when the light hits it, it has such a beautiful purpley blue duochrome to it. And this does not show texture on me. It's not too like super metallic. And it is really beautiful. This is a must-have. I think it's such a unique shade and it's so pretty. I forgot to mention this highlight in my best affordable highlights for fair skin, because this is a beautiful colored highlight for fair skin, and this is also really beautiful on deep skin tones. So I do highly recommend this, and I need to try out some of the other ones from this line because I know they have other shades, but I do really enjoy this one and I do recommend it. So like I was telling you guys, I haven't tried out a lot of their lipsticks, but I have used some of their like lip glosses, and this is the Amore Shine liquid lip colors, which these are not like liquid lipsticks. These are just like really intense lip glosses, but the color in Delight and Crush are my all-time favorites. And I love wearing these paired with lip liners. This one in Delight has a little bit of a metallic finish to it, but it doesn't look super metallic on your lips. It just makes your lips look wet, and I love this color. It's a really pretty pinky nude. And then this shade in Crush, this is not a metallic. This is just, it's not a matte color, but it just doesn't have any sparkle in it. It's just a gloss, like a really intense gloss. And I love this color. It's a really pretty mauve. They're like a really intense lip gloss that lasts on your lips for a long time. They feel really comfortable, and I love the applicators on these. They kind of hug your lips because they're kind of curved, and they also have like a pointed end, so it's really easy to apply them. The last two things that I would consider must-haves from Milani are their lip conditioner, the Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment, and the Keep It Sweet Sugar Lip Scrub. And I really like this lip scrub. I don't use it all the time, but when I feel like I need to exfoliate my lips or I want my lips to feel really soft, I like to use this. Smells really good. I mean, of course, all like sugar lip scrubs smell really nice. The Keep It Smooth Luxe Lip Treatment, I like to use this, you know, like after I apply my moisturizer, I'll apply this to my lips, and it just helps to condition my lips before I apply my lipstick. I'm going to be filming a one brand makeup tutorial using Milani, so I need to pick up that foundation, a concealer, some powder, so you'll have to let me know down below which ones are your must-haves. If you did enjoy this, please give this video a thumbs up. If you are new, please don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I hope that you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.